Hi, this is Mike Carruthers, producer of the Storytelling Project. Today's story, recorded September 8th, 2020, comes from my friend Denise Gibson. I worship with Denise at Eagle Ridge United Church in Coquitlam and have known her now for over 20 years. Denise introduces to me her favorite place in Coquitlam, very close to her home and to the start of the famous Coquitlam Crunch, a popular uphill hiking trail in the city. Enjoy. Denise Gibson, and where are we?
Oh, we're in my favorite prayer spot in Eagle Ridge.
This is very close. It's right in the middle of Coquitlam, at the bottom of
the crunch.
And describe this place for us.
Well, it's a circle of 12 stones with a center stone in the middle, and each of the stones is unique and invites, I think, me anyway, to go to each stone, and I use each stone to pray for my family or different people or different things that are important to me.
And the stone you're sitting on, you told me something about that stone.
That stone is shaped like a heart, and heart stones are important to me because I used to do a learning circle in my classroom.
Yeah.
And we would do that once a week, and I would also always pass around a gratitude stone. And one time I was out and I looked down and I found a white stone that was shaped like a heart. So I used to use that stone and have the students pass that stone around and just say what they were grateful for. And since then I've been seeing stones and hearts kind of in all kinds of places. And this stone is shaped like a heart. So it's pretty kind of cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What places does this remind you? It reminds me of a labyrinth.
It does remind me of Labyrinth, the one at Naramata, which I love.
Yeah.
It also reminds me a bit of Stonehenge, and the fact that there's 12 stones makes me think of the 12 tribes of Israel. So to me, it has a lot of spiritual, faith-based connection to it, and circles are never ending. Circles are like the rings that we wear, and those are, I think, connection and community and restoration. So it's a really lovely spot to be in. So I usually stand on every stone, and I will think about and pray for a family member or a series of.
So each stone has its own prayer for a single person?
Sometimes it's single, and then it connects to the people that are connected. So if I'm praying for my daughter, I'll also pray for her boyfriend and his family.
Yeah.
And any issues in her life. If I'm praying for my nephew, I'll pray for his girlfriend and their upcoming wedding, and then sometimes I'm praying for the church, or I'm praying for somebody, a friend who's going through something. And I think it started quite a few years ago when my sister's husband got Parkinson's, and he was first diagnosed with Parkinson's. Our whole family was going through a pretty tough time, and I used to run with my sister. So we would run, and we loved to run in nature, like we loved to run trails and stuff. So when we were running, we would stop often, and we just started talking about our family, and so we decided that we would pray for them. And we would often take stones or objects, and we would put them in a circle, and they would be our family. So there would be a stone for Chad, and one for Leah, and one for Aaron, and all of our family would be there, and then we would pray for our family, and then we would run. And so it was always outside in nature and on trails near trees, which I love trees, and stones. And as a kid, I always collected stones. So everywhere I go, I usually bring a stone back in my pocket. And I have a sort of, I like them if they're soft, because then they slip in my hands and I can feel the power of, not the power of them, but I just feel connected to the earth and to God and creation. So
you know how this part came to be?
I have no idea. It's part of the school, but I've TOC'd in that school and never known about this place. And I was walking up the crunch one day, or coming down from it, and I took a detour into this area and noticed it and saw right away that it was a circle, and it was intriguing to me, the circles, and especially circles of stones. And when I arrived here, I counted them and thought, there's 12. That's so cool. And then there's the center stone, and it's like, this is the God stone, the creation stone, and then the rest are all connected. And it kind of goes out like spokes in a wheel too. And so there's lots of connection here, and I feel there's lots of grounding, lots of peace, calmness, and I can feel connected to my family or connected to all the people in my life, because people are super important, and yet feel connected to the earth and connected to God, the Creator.
This is a real gift you've given me. I've known you for quite a few years, Denise, probably over 20 years now, and I've also thought of you as a very prayerful person and has a faith that I don't have. So I'm often looking for ways to pray sometimes, and prayer is not a part of my daily life as I think it should be. But I find out so often the deliberate is a gift, and thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And it's not often busy, although school's not in yet. So it might be someplace you would come not during the school time, so I imagine the children might play here. But there's often times where it's peaceful and no one is here. So it would be a private spot for you, right?
Yeah. This is a gift, this spot. You were kind of laughing before we started. No, I don't know if I want to show you this place, but it's my special spot.
Now I'll have to line up and take my time. There'll be other people here praying.
Well, thank you. This is a beautiful story. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.